All right, welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes, and you're at the Incred-I-Box factory. I'm going to walk through our line. This is our assembly line, and I've done it a few times before. But I wanted to show you, we made some adjustments today in where we're going with this and how versatile the building has been, and of course the men in the building is what's making it versatile. So let me show you, when we first come in, the floor system is not on here. Here is a floor system that's on this pattern, okay? So on here, we've got these patterns we throw our floor joists on, and then we put all of our metal surrounding around it. We actually can pick it up with a hoist. We pick it up, it flips it, and then we set it on top of this trailer. All right, you can see the fender wells are cut out. We got a spot for our foam that goes in our fender wells. And then as this is being done, as you can see, this is one that's done here, mounted on the trailer. These corners will cover this corner here of the building, and I'll show you as we go. They just made up a bunch of water lines today, so they set them there. Those will be hung up on the wall. Over here we've got our water lines, our plumbing, our hard pipe we call it, is our sewer or our drain. Toilet, here's your Studer vent. You got your sink potential later on. If you ever want a sink, it's plumbed in, or if you even want to put a washer and dryer out on the tongue box, you have the water in the drain. Get mine out of the sun. And then from there, you'll do the wiring right here. So we'll take that and we'll move this trailer. We got a little cart, it's a little battery cart we move the trailers around with. And this is what we wire, and we subfloor it right here. These are what we call our home run. Our home run is where our panel box will be. The reason it's so long is because it goes high up on the wall where our water heater is behind the door. As you can see right here, these are our plugs. We got an outside plug, that's why there's an extra wire. This is looped over to the living room plug, which is looped over to a home run. Here's another plug that comes out of our kitchen countertop, or our cabinet. It comes out of the back. And then you've got, these are all labeled. So if you come over here, you can write on here, say, hey, it goes to your, kitchen. You got 2 home runs for your kitchen right here. Let me turn that fan off.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe it's left on the microphone.
Yeah, there you go. And of course, this is your water line for your shower. You can see how we cap everything. Okay, tie it together, cap over there. We've got one that's not capped, and what we'll do is we'll put pressure on the whole system, and then we know if we got any leaks in it before we go to the next part.
Well, I mean, the elephant in the room.
Yeah. What? Oh! I forgot about that.
What is that?
Oh my gosh. So, it looks like a big monstrosity, which it is.
It does look like a monstrosity.
All right, so this is a grain hopper, right? Okay. So we got it for $700, and we took this grain hopper and we mounted it on this platform. We chained it. We got headers up inside the rafters, and the guys wouldn't let me just hang it.
Oh, believe me, I know.
They said, Randy, we got to put some legs under it. So they built the platform.
And I wouldn't let Ace go under it that day either. I was like, yeah, Ace, get over here. Yeah. So look at that.
So up there's our vacuum, and we're almost done to where we're going to have our cardboard bin out of here, and we'll have our foam grinder inside.
Yes.
And so it'll suck it up with PVC pipe, dump it into there, and that's our hopper for our foam.
So that will hold all of the granulated, like this.
Popcorn
right
foam.
Here,
you
just
got
like
it.
that. That's going to hold all of that. They're going to have a hose, and they're going to blow it in to the floor system.
So it's gravity feed.
Okay.
So a hose will dump right here, and they'll have a hose with a slide valve, and they'll just be able to spread this whole thing with foam.
I mean, I just want you guys to know he was for real, like, gonna skirt by this. Too bad. We caught you. We busted right here.
I told him, I said, man, the trusses will hold that thing up. Yeah, I mean, it's not that heavy.
And you know what? Randy's usually always right, but, nobody thinks like you. So this right here gives us all security.
That was a little bit too far out of the box for everybody.
That kind of pushes our buttons, so.
Yeah. So, but that's our foam hopper. And I was going to tell you, even the foam that our windows come wrapped in, and the appliances or whatever packaging foam we have, we actually grind that up too.
Oh,
so every bit of foam that we can get, we grind it up and we reuse it. Hey, look at here.
Yes.
There's an example.
Oh,
look at that sucker. It is full, Amanda.
It's almost like a mattress.
This is our shower valve, so we don't glue this in.
Look at there.
Until we put a shower.
Yeah.
It's all in there, man.
Well, one of the things that I always laugh about is like new guys that you get.
Yeah.
They'll say, hey, what are you doing with them logs over there? You know, hey, what are you doing with that metal over there?
Yeah,
It
they
looks
want to
like,
run off with.
yeah, it looks like it's scrap, but everything, you use every piece of everything.
I use everything.
Everything.
Guys think I'm going to use throw an old
Throw it
doorway
away.
on. I
Yeah.
keep it all. Yeah.
Look at it from here. I just wanted everybody to be able to see that. So,
Yeah. That's our grain hopper up there.
our foam hopper.
That's our foam hopper.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Okay, so next, where do we go next?
And as you can see, this is staging area. So we got
Okay.
our floor for our vinyl. So right here, after they put the subfloor on, we got to put our vinyl flooring on.
Okay.
So when we put our vinyl floor on, we actually don't put vinyl flooring where our shower will be, where our kitchen cabinets will be, and you know, certain areas. I think that's about it. But we've got the template. Let me see if I got them over here. We have templates that
Oh,
we.
look here. So you've got it marked on the floor where things go next?
Yeah, see, they're going to go from here over to there, and
Oh, cool. Okay.
here's where our walls will go up. Remember the corner piece I was telling you about? It covers up the corner of the floor, so you don't have
Yep.
any exposed wood. Underneath there is pressure-treated plywood. It's all covered. It's just so cool. Over here is where our patterns are for our walls.
Yep.
And what we've done is we put this.
Real quick before you go over there,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just had one question that I actually didn't screenshot that I was gonna ask you.
Right.
Somebody said, how do you get around? I don't know if they'd watched the channel before
Yeah.
or watched the videos before, but they said all those screws. How do you get around having those screws in there? This is the product.
How do you get around?
Yeah, I don't think they'd ever watched it before.
Okay.
It kind of explained when you get the house, the screws, that's a part of it.
Oh, well, this is what holds it all
What
together.
holds it together.
Yeah, this is everything. This is the corner holds
Yeah.
the two walls together. This really is just to hide the nail flange of the
Yeah.
windows. But all these, now we've got a drill that has a self-feeder, and the guys just go just like this.
Yeah.
That's how fast they put those screws in. We just put a few to hold, but look at all the screws along here.
Yeah. And to explain too, this house is being produced on an assembly line as a DIY home.
It is made for DIY.
Right, made
now,
for it.
It is certified. It's ANSI certified, NFPA, which is an RV certification. It is a home. It will not leak.
No.
It'll keep you warm. It'll keep you dry. It's got a full kitchen, full bathroom, bedroom, which is a living room, bathroom connection together, 8 to 9 foot ceilings. You've got everything you need here to live. You do not ever have to paint this. It
No.
won't rust. I've seen this material that I've observed for over 25 years
Yeah.
look exactly like it looks right now.
Yep.
The only thing you need to do is wash it down. If you prefer to paint it, you can do that.
Okay.
All right.
So it goes from, this
Well,
is where you get the panels
Well,
from.
we build our walls here. We got a system here that's 16 foot long. We've got these pull-outs, like here and here. We put a walkboard on it. We get on the top. We can cut them, push them back. We got our
You've
electrical.
even got electrical.
Yeah,
I've just
electricity
seen
here.
that.
Look how clean everything's
Very
staying. The
nice.
guys keep everything clean and neat. Here's an end wall. As you can see, it's a 9 foot. We got a 9 footer and an 8 footer, right?
Okay.
And what they do, instead of waiting just to put one on, they take them, set them here, and they keep building walls. So you can see they're a little bit ahead of the game. We've already got 3 walls here, another 2, 3 here. They're ready for 3 houses here. So it's super exciting. Those 3 are ready to go, and they'll keep building. If they catch ahead, then we're trying to make guys multitasking or talented, so that if they're done there, they can actually go maybe and build some interior walls or a roof
Right.
system and help out.
Okay.
But so then the walls are put together. Up here is our crane system, and that yellow thing hanging there is a suction cup, and it can lift over 3,500 pounds. These walls are only about 250 pounds. They're 17 pounds a piece, these panels are. So it's not really that heavy. We used to set them by hand, a couple guys. But this makes it so much easier.
And here's the other side.
Here's the other side. They do a right and a left, a front and a back. These guys, they do the 8 foot walls, they do the 9 foot walls. And everything's, you can see we got windows stored up here. We got everything we need. They actually pre-cut the door on it, so all we have to do when we set it, we can just cut it out a little bit and the door's ready to go.
Okay.
What I like about this system is this is where the roof system goes. So we have another overhead crane. It'll grab a hold of the roof, and everybody out of the way. We grab it, we lift it up, and we actually bring that roof system over here and set it down. Now, what I like about it is we invented this elevated sidewalk. all right? And it goes around the entire perimeter of this house. This staircase folds up. This is all on wheels. Look at these big wheels we got here. So
nice.
all this thing does, it just rolls right over. You just lift your ladder and roll it over close to the house. This is a fold down sidewalk, so this will fold down. I think they got it probably, here we go. You can take this right here. And then they got side rails that go inside there. So once they're up, they put their side rails on, good to go, it's safety. We actually build this for our high school boys, but it's for everybody now. Everybody loves this thing.
I love
it. Gets right up against the house.
Yeah.
And then they can walk around the whole thing. They don't have to think about, oh, am I too close or not?
Nobody's on a ladder.
We got a little shelf up there. We got electrical plugs up there. It's hot. It's got electricity. You can put a fan. You can put your tools. You can put your all of the fastening 90-degree angle. It can all be set up there on your shelf.
That's perfect.
All right. So over here is your roof system.
That's one big piece that goes on.
One big piece, but it's built in small sections. So they'll build that one section, set it down, set it down, set it down, and then they boom, 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 and set it up.
Okay.
That's why they got a walk board here, and they got a little ladder on the side. They'll climb up, get up there, and they can just screw all that together, and they use the drill. And they wham, wham, wham. This thing can be built in about an hour, this whole roof system. So you think about it, the entire roof in an hour. They grab it, set it, and then we take all of the angle iron, or the angle pieces, right? And we fasten the wall to the roof, and inside the wall to the roof on the inside of the ceiling.
How much this has changed since the beginning. It's insane. So different.
You can see how clean everything.
Clean and organized.
Look how everybody's keeping this place clean and they're proud.
They're doing such a great job.
We had this as a window that we throw our scrap metal out. We've been putting in our drain line for our gutter system, so we had to move it right now. But this is where they throw their scrap out.
Okay, into a bin.
Nice bin. The bin is where a forklift can grab it, takes it to a dumpster, dumps it out, comes back, done. Hardly any labor involved in it. This here is our interior wall room or section. So what we've been doing, so when we cut out that door, see that door right there?
Yes.
This is a door that's 82 by 38 section. That is the whole wall behind the shower.
Okay.
So we don't have to build an interior wall for the shower. That is the wall.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you cut it out and you use it.
We take it, we put it inside.
Perfect.
Now we've got three
Nothing
windows.
wasted.
Well, we've got three 3040 windows. We use that for the loft. That makes the entire loft. Then we take the two windows that are 2030. We use that to build a wall for our refrigerator.
Okay.
So the only thing we got to come up with is the shelf for the water heater.
Okay.
And that's it. The only thing we have to come up with. So this is where all of our interior
there's your
walls.
Showers. I see your showers now over there.
Yeah.
The
So
inventory is
well, we have to put the shower in. As we buy these showers now with the hole already drilled.
Oh my God, that's great.
The legs are already cut.
Wow.
And all I have to do is put the drain line in, the valve in, and set them in place.
What a time saver.
Over here, as you can see, are interior walls. Now they all got a certain pattern, and we're making a jig for those till they know how to you know, how big to put them and where to cut them. But this is our one wall, or this is a loft right here.
Okay.
So you've got, these are the 3040 windows.
So you have a loft on hand ready.
Makes it.
Right there. I see all the stuff that you have ready.
Yeah, that's for our solar, that we have some homes with solar.
Okay.
This is another wall here. It's got an access panel there. And these are all got a certain pattern because we got electrical, we got plumbing, and how we put our stuff together. But
And
all
how you
set.
have the toilets right here too, because this is the section where you put them in, right?
Yes, this is where we assemble the toilets. So the house will pull up here. And then we can put our interior walls in, put our toilet in.
Comes on through.
Right. They'll put the shower in right there.
Okay.
On the back side of here is where we do all our bending for our angle iron. This is what Junior is pretty much in charge of that. He's got his spool. He'll cut all of his angle iron, bend it all. You know what I like about this?
What?
It's all hands-on. I mean,
very much is.
it'd be something to be robotic, but it still takes, what does that say?
Hey,
Stay out of
Junior.
my work.
Area. I mean it. Junior.
Presley.
I love it. Junior is a hoot.
Yeah.
He ain't nothing but a mess, but he's a worker.
He is.
He's a worker, so stay out of his space, guys.
Yep. Over here is our solar. This is where we put all of our solar together. You can see it's a solar box.
Yep.
Got the vent box. There's a lot to that box. I hate tongue boxes.
You always have.
There's just so much to them. You can build a whole house by the time you build a tongue box.
Right. What are you doing with this?
All right, so this is...
Hey, I want to take some of this home.
So this is scrap
Yes.
from our panels. And you know what? If we keep being so efficient,
I know.
we're not going to have any scrap left.
Yikes.
But these are scraps that we have, and Junior takes them, rips them through the ripper, and he uses them for all of our trim.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Wow.
It gets
look
to here.
At the materials.
Well, it gets to here, and now we got a door. We install our doors, cabinets. All of our cabinets are built here. Here's our countertop. Kanan's over here. He does the countertops. You can see he's got 3 countertops already built. It's got the gooseneck, got the sink, the faucet. It's got the drain underneath it.
And it looks like an apartment over here.
Everything's all set up. See?
Now, somebody asked, they were putting it, said, are they putting the grain opposite all the time? So, a couple of people just didn't like that. They wanted the grain to go with the thing.
That's true. That's true. Like this one is with the grain.
Yeah.
Yep. And I noticed that same thing.
Okay, so that was a good, I'm glad they left the comments.
It is. And he can switch that. He's just not thinking. That's a great thing we should start paying attention to.
Yeah, exactly. Because people do notice. I mean, wow, all this is cleaned up. This looks so different than last week I was in here.
And that's what I wanted to show you tonight, a little bit different what we're getting about ready to do. When we get to this point here, we took all of the inventory out, and now we're stocking it in where we need to have it. We just took advantage of it because it was a big building. We thought, man, let's get it all in the dry. We're going to be able to get it in anyway. We're actually going to come here, and we're going to split these houses. So now we can actually have 2 at a time going.
Right.
So we're going to be able to probably not double our production, but we probably throw an extra 1 or 2 a day into the production line.
Right.
As you can see, the walls are already ahead of the game down there. And then they can erect the buildings really quick, putting it together. So by the time they get here...
So this is where it gets a little bit slower.
There's more technical work that needs to be done.
Okay.
Yep. The electrical, the plumbing, the cabinetry, the countertops, and all that.
Cabinets and everything. And notice everything is off the floor.
Yes.
Nothing's on the floor or nothing like that.
Yeah, well, you know, we've had some water problems, so...
Well, I mean, you'd have it off the floor anyway. You'd have it either on a skid. You got to have it movable.
You don't want concrete. Concrete will just, you know...
Of course.
Emit moisture and stuff. So, yeah, so what we did is we took them out. Now, we've got some ESP homes that we're still needing to build for some of our customers.
Right.
We're going to run them through our assembly line.
Okay.
So we got some 10 by 20, 10 by 30s, 8 by 24s. We're actually going to run those ESPs that's got the gable roof, the dormers and everything. And we're going to run them through this. And the guys that have their talents are going to be able to put them together. And that is going to be a cool experiment to see how efficient we can build an entire house with the gable, the dormers, and everything inside. And we're excited to see how fast that can go. Here's 2 houses you can see end to end. So we're knocking 2 of them out now at a time.
Yeah, you're widening up this assembly line is what I heard. That's the word on the street.
Yeah. Widen it up, and then when it gets here, of course, it'll go angled in.
Yep.
And then there's our water heaters and our trim. That's where all our carpentry is done, and our finished trim is inside here. Electrical is the last thing, and then before it goes out the door, we like to be able to go through it and do a quality control, check all the lights, the plugs, the switches, and everything. We've had some glitches. We've had some come out of here. We've had to push them outside just because a guy misses work, an electrician. We just interviewed another electrician for today.
Yeah.
Hopefully come back Monday.
And we've had some that went out, and we've had to go and repair some of the
Sure
things.
we have.
It was some of the first ones, and we went there, corrected it, and learned from it.
Yeah, we had a couple leaky windows. We had actually a light was flickering, so we got to go tomorrow and get that done.
Okay.
But a few things, but all in all, you know,
it has not been bad.
We have meetings every day after work, and we talk about what we're doing and how we can do a better job, you know.
Now, I heard Lucas talking about that he didn't want the house to come out of here until it was completely done. Is that what we're trying to get
I've been grinding that in his head. That was my dream of everything. I said, Lucas, we don't need to come outside.
No.
Nobody comes outside.
No.
You know, and so we're getting there. It's like I said, when you got an electrician that was missing, you know, he misses a day or he's busy doing something else, That's the final part. And you actually can't clean the house.
Well,
so
and too, and
it's
Jeff,
got to get out of the way.
Jeff went with the guys yesterday to the Amish.
Went to the Amish.
So when he's up there, he was the only one. So you're going to get behind.
So, well, we're mentoring 2 electricians here, young guys. We're hiring another one, which is going to, I mean, there's a lot of electrical work on these things. Plus, when you ANSI certify them, and you got to get them all ready to go.
Yeah.
So,
how much? Sell it to me.
$20,000.
$20,000. 8x16.
8x16 Incred-I-Box.
Yeah.
Incred-I-Box.
And we actually we did a video earlier where you hopped inside. We showed the outside of it, and then you hopped inside by yourself and showed it. But $20,000. And we actually, what the video was earlier today was 4 grab and goes. So those are available and ready. Just contact us about those if you're just going to come and pick one up and take it home.
Yes.
A couple of the questions, I'll try to remember some of them because I didn't bring my phone.
Yeah.
Can you put these on a concrete slab?
Yes, you can put them on a slab. You can actually take off your axles and set it down. Now, it'll go as low as that tongue right there. Now, we've had a customer cut the tongue off. Yes. And that's possible. You could just take a grinder, cut it off. You could actually cut the welds off and just set the frame down on it. So you can do that. And then you can put skirting around it and make it look exactly like it's on a foundation. Now, you can pour block, lay block, set it on there, take the wheels off, the axles off, and it's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the weight?
The weight's under 5,000 pounds. We're actually going to weigh one. It's just another step that gets away from me throughout the day. But we weighed one when we first did it. It was 4,300 pounds plus.
And we've been telling everybody pretty much 5,000.
Under 5, yes, I want to do that. And somebody said, what's the weight of the axles? The axles are rated for 7,000 pounds, all right? That's both of them together, 3,500 a piece. All right, so it can take about 2,000 pounds of weight inside, and then you'll be right at the limit. Now listen, you can always put more in that. The reason is because when you hook a trailer to it, a lot of that weight's going to go on the vehicle pulling it. All right, but 2,000 pounds of weight is a lot of weight to be putting in a house.
Exactly right. And then one of our customers found that out because he's having to have it hauled.
Yeah.
But he had all of his stuff in there to have it towed.
Now think about it. That house can pull.
It can pull.
But his truck couldn't pull it because there was too much weight in it.
Right. So what kind of truck do you have to have?
An empty truck. I mean, you got to look on what you can pull, what it's rated at. But 5,000 pounds, an SUV. His Explorer would have pulled this if it would have been empty.
Okay.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, there was another question said. Investor's dream.
Yeah, they said an investor's dream. They're going to scoop them all up.
Yeah. Well, we haven't had any investors scoop them all up yet.
No, not yet.
If you know an investor wants to scoop them up,
sure,
give me a call and we'll make some money.
I mean, how many are you close to doing a day right now? Where are we at?
We're easy doing 3. It's like no problem to do 3 a day.
3.
And the guys they were wanting to get to 4 by July 4th, and I think just hiring a few more guys. Our high school boys are getting ready to let out, and we got to get some boys to replace them. Just 4 is like right there.
Yeah.
And then 5 is when we really get everything done. We get this set up out here, and then we're good to go.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is take containers, and we're going to stack them out here. So we're going to stack our containers 2 high, and we're going to build us a nice looking wall to separate us between here and the beach. And then what we'd really like to do is put some more containers here and actually get some more room under the roof.
Okay.
Because we like to put another roof over here and go bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or wider.
Or wider. Yeah, Amanda wants to go wider.
Go wider. Yeah.
So, but here we go. We got all these homes sitting out here. Look at this. It is awesome.
And visit the website because Amber let Sam know what number we're on.
Yeah.
Because we're not just, don't think that, if you bought an Incred-I-Box and you've got a contract and everything like that, don't think that we're just sitting here doing grab and goes. Grab and goes are just random. We're doing just maybe 2 a week, 1 a week, whatever we can squeeze in. But our main goal is to get the customers who have paid for their contracts and they're waiting on their homes. We are ahead of schedule.
Yeah,
so it's on the website what number we're on.
Yeah. So Lucas is kind of oversees the technical part of this whole entire division here. He's overseeing the numbers and the quality and what's going on. We're at number 50. Just walked in the door. All right. It's at 50. Now we build 3 a day. That's 48 homes a month. So we're looking at about 50 homes a month we can put out, and we're not at high capacity yet. So we're putting out 50. We can do 100 homes in 2 months.
Yeah.
So if that investor wanted 100 homes, 2 months done.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So you can see,
yeah,
we need to keep selling these, and it's the
do.
first time that we've ever done anything. Normally, Amanda, we'd only sell what, 150 homes a year?
Absolutely.
We can build 150 in 3 months here.
Right.
So we really need to sell 600, 700, 800 to 1,000 a year. So that's where we're heading. So if you guys can help us, we'd appreciate that.
Oh,
Spread
and I
the
also
word.
want to do a shout out to people who are sharing on their Facebook, Twitter. They put that in the comments. I had my phone with me to look at because I wanted to read your name, but thank
Yeah.
you. You'll see in the comments who it was, people who are sharing this because they just think it's a great deal. Some people can't do it right now. They're not able to go tiny
Yeah.
or they don't have the money yet.
Right.
But they just know can tell what a deal it is, and they just want to share it with others who it could benefit. So.
Well, if you guys want to, you can take our website, that video. What we did today is I asked Alyssa, and we sent about 7 or 8 cities their newscasting on their news channel in their city, and we sent 2 links to our videos to the news.
Okay.
Hopefully, it might grab somebody's attention.
Never know.
$20,000 home, 25 for off grid, and
Be honest, you're trying to get a hold of Tom Cruise. Be honest, Randy.
we passed Tom Cruise.
Oh, really? Who's
Yeah.
bigger than Tom Cruise?
We are. We got you, Tom.
That's the answer I wanted to hear.
He's
Just like,
just cookies.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, explaining our assembly line and encouraging you that we're in this to win it.
and this is mission not impossible.
Not impossible. It's like
Possible.
Bye.